Hello guys, welcome back to Need for Speed Payback. The end. Or something like that. Because 2 weeks into this game is, in my opinion, completely dead. Give or take, of course, you can always buy new cars and play around with them and customize them and stuff like that. That is probably, yeah, it's a Need for Speed game, so it's also a lot to do about customization, and but yeah, that is personal taste, personal opinion. Some might like your cars, others will just hate them, and then you also have the trolls who just are there to hate or dislike whatever you do, so just let them be. But Need for Speed Payback. RMD number 15 is the Nissan GTR Premium, the R35, and I bought that thing to get one of the achievements that I needed to get for Origin, which was beat the 1% silver thing. What is it called? The 1% club, the roaming racers. You had to beat them in this thing. The 4 drivers as well as the bus was one of the achievements of Need for Speed Payback on Origin. You sort of have the achievements, as I will show you. Why do I say the game is dead? Well, I will try to show you that. If we go into the journal, missions 100% done, overall 100%. That means I have done the prologue, the ignition, desert wind, city lights, open skies, high stakes, and payback, which is the outlaws rush. So all the missions are done. Activities 100%. 30 drift zones found, and also put them on 3 stars. The same goes for the speed traps, the speed runs, and the jumps. So that's all done as well. Collectibles, I have found the 30 billboards and I have smashed all of them, and I also have found, as I shown in a 2-step live stream, these 100 gambler chips that you can find out there on the map. I did it in a live stream. I drove from one location to another. At a certain point the live stream stopped, so I had to do another one as well to do the rest of the chips. But also those found and at 100%. The roaming races, there are a few league racers driving about there. Silver 6, you have 4 drivers, and if you beat them twice, then you can challenge the boss and beat him. The same goes for the League 73, that's off-road. The Silver 6 is a race. The 1% club, also those race, beat them as well as what's her name again? Natalia Nova. Miss Supernova there, beaten. And the Hazard Company is also off-road, also there. Found 4 drivers, unlocked the boss and also beat him. And then once again beat the 1% club with the Nissan GTR to get that achievement on Origin. So also the roaming racers at 100%. Driver details since yesterday also at 100% because I reached level 50. Which is not that hard to do anymore because they already patched the game because people were complaining that it didn't level up fast enough and blah blah blah. And now you get more money from the missions and you get more reputation, and so you can level up faster. The point behind that, faster is never good in my opinion. Yeah, 2 weeks into the game I played 65 hours in total, and I'm completely done with this game in a way that everything is done for the mission wise. So, and then people say, yeah, but you have like these Origin achievements that you can do and all that. So if we go to the overlay and we go to trophies, prestations, prestaties in Dutch, that's sort of like the achievements you can get. 53 out of 53 achievements or trophies and 1000 out of 1000 points. Completely done. Done everything. The last one that I needed to get was Top Dog, and that is reach reputation level 50. Then before that I did 10 events in ranked speed lists, of which we also gonna talk about in a bit. And you had also do 5 events in a single speed list, which is casual speed list they call in this game actually. And then all the other stuff that is going on there, you can scroll over those achievements. There are 53 out there. Some of them are known, some of them are kind of hidden achievements, but you will get them playing through the race or through the missions or whatever. You will eventually get them, and you're gonna end up with 53 achievements. It sort of starts to complete the prologue, reach level 2, reassemble the crew, meaning that you have to get Tyler, Mac and Jess together and all that kind of thing. Some of them are just going through the story, you will get them, and they are also not that interesting to get. And if you go, the last ones are a bit harder to get, I guess. This one here is beat all the members of the 1% club in that Nissan GTR. Now, which means you're basically done with this game, because there's nothing else to do on the map. You can, if you open the map, you have all these activities, but they're at 100%. I've done all of them, and you have then you have the events. Those are the story missions. Nothing wrong there. You can redo them with every car you want. Try to make them in some sort of time attack, I guess. Personal records to break, or friends' records to break, things like that. That you can always do, of course. The activities, yeah, those are the jumps and everything like that. So they're all at 3 stars. They are all done and found. Locations, nothing wrong there. That's just gas stations, tuner shops, garages. Yeah, you get this one when you go through the story. And then you have 15 car slots, 5 cars on display and 10 in your hidden warehouse, more or less. And then you can, there are one in the Mount Providence area, that's 22,000, that I had to pay for that one. Silver Rock City, also there I bought 27,000 for that garage. And then this one here in the Silver Canyon area, 33,000 I think. And then you have the 4 garages. And then you get slots, you get that unlimited symbol, and from now on you can get as many cars as you want. If you have all the garages, you can have as many cars as you want. I have 20 cars at the moment, and I'm still working on most of them, because the tuning is a bit of a mess in my opinion. It would make sense that if you unlock certain parts, for instance for race, that you can then also, if you have parts in your garage, that you can actually use them on your other race cars. I would understand that if it would be different for off-road and drift and drag and runner, that would make sense. But now, yeah, you have to grind like crazy for parts, and that's where the microtransactions comes into. It's a business. They want you to buy speed points, and with those speed points you can buy the shipment packs, and in those shipment packs you have tokens, and then you can spin that wheel in the tuners, and they give you, half the time it gives you lousy parts which are worse than you already have on. So you have to spend 150 tokens on one car to get, yeah, eventually what you want. And I think I only even have like one car which has like, well, more or less what I want, although it's not completely set up, but it's the only one where I actually gotten, and that's more or less by mistake, got the parts that I wanted, meaning, and that's this Golf, because I started with that Golf, and I at that moment not realizing that it could only go to 299, which is another reason not good. Why do you have cars in this game that can only go to 299 while the maximum level is 399? It beats me, it really does. I mean, what is the point of these 299 cars? None. There are non-specific missions or events or whatever for these 299 cars, because eventually you need 399 cars. You need them for the higher level missions, and you also need them for multiplayer. If you show up with this Golf with 299 in multiplayer, yeah, you're gonna have a field day there, I can tell you that. So performance customized, well, that's sort of what it looks like. I have a triple bonus, brand bonus for Outlaw, and I have a triple brand bonus for Next Tech. Next Tech, well, it's supposed to give speed and brakes, and Outlaw gives speed and nitro. So the focus is on speed, and you get like a triple brand bonus speed and nitro, and a triple brand bonus speed and brakes. Whatever. The brand bonuses, totally useless. They don't do anything compared to the perk bonuses that you have on the cards. In this case, head, I have a blue card from next deck with a triple bonus. One is jump. Jump, what does it do? It gives you airtime and landing, and that stat goes up if you have a jump bonus. I actually have 4 here. 4 different cards with a jump bonus, which makes it a bit high, 7.9. And I think you can get the maximum if you have 5 of these bonuses on. And now that I'm talking about it, I even see that this card has no bonuses at all, and this only has 1. So it's still not the cards that I want, and I spent over 100 tokens to get this card like it is now, with these cards. So this card system, no, totally useless. If you have spare parts, you can put them to the garage, but there's nothing you can do with it because they only go for this specific car. So no, this tuning is total bullshit. That's what I make of it. Takes way too long to get the cards that you want, and it's all about business. They want you to buy as many chipmet packs as you can get, and then you can play around with those tokens, but takes way too long to upgrade the car as it is. And then you have, of course, this thing. Koenigsegg Regera, which the NOS capacity, the NOS power is at 10, as you can see, which means the bar is almost full. And the same goes for horsepower and top speed. And the reason for that is, again, perk bonuses. In this case, I have a complete outlaw setup, and it's totally not what it's supposed to be. But yeah, it is what I got from those stupid cards, and I can spend another 100 or 150 tokens on it, spinning around to get like triple bonus cards. But as you can see, nitro, speed, jump, acceleration bonuses, but no brake bonuses, which basically means that this car, yeah, hardly has any brake bonus. And it's at 5.5 for the brake power and 5.3 for the brake response. And if you take this thing out, it's fast as hell, and it has no brakes. And that is also a problem that I'm not the only one who has that, but I can assure you that if you go to multiplayer, everybody is driving this Regera in raids, and about 80-85% of them, for reasons either they cannot drive or they have the same problem as me, can't get the brake bonus cards, and they have no brakes, so you cannot control that car. Pretty simple. So I have a 6 times outlaw bonus on this one, which means speed and nitro brand bonus. Doesn't do anything because one perk bonus completely kills the brand bonus. But yeah, it is what it is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 nitro bonuses on it. That makes the bar completely full. It's at 10 for NOS capacity and NOS power. It's completely at 10 because it already comes with a high nitro stat as it is. So you only need 4 nitro bonuses in this case. Speed, horsepower 1500, top speed 423 kilometers an hour. If you use some NOS or nitro boost, it can even go close to 430. So speed it definitely has. But yeah, it's a bit tricky to handle, especially if you drive with a keyboard. And as I said, I have not enough brakes on this thing to actually make it stop like it should. So also here I still have to play around with it, but I don't gonna spend 100 tokens on this thing to actually get it working. And that is the reason why I went to multiplayer yesterday, because I also needed to get an achievement there with this thing. Now it's level 347, yesterday it was level 318, and then you can see some funny things happening there. Because you go to, if you go to multiplayer, you have like, because yeah, that's more or less the only thing that you can do. I have everything else at 100%, so what can you do? Oh, let's try multiplayer. Yeah, multiplayer is one big joke, as I will try to show you. Hopefully it works. So you open your menu, you go to multiplayer, which sort of ends your single player campaign, and you move to multiplayer. And then you come into this thing. So we have a casual speed list. That's what they call a single speed list in the achievement list, and you have to do 5 races there, or 1 speed list to get that achievement, and that is in the casual speed list. You can just join a lobby here, and it doesn't do anything for your personal rank or whatever. It just play around, do some races or whatever. Casual speed list. Then you have the ranked speed list, which actually give you a ranking, and then you will show up somewhere on a leaderboard, I guess. And it sort of levels you up as well. So you have different levels. In this ranked speed list, you have to do 2 times 5 races. A speed list is always 5 races. So you have to do 2 of those speed lists in ranked to get the last achievement there at Origin as well. Now, and then you can have a look at your stats, which are like, yeah, I won about, what is it, 35%, and a few times third. As I will, but it was fun. That was it definitely was fun. The problem number 2 with the multiplayer, before you go in any of these stupid lists, which is a system I totally do not like, you have 5 different specs: race, off-road, drift, drag, runner. The drift, the drag and the runner, totally useless in multiplayer. They don't do anything. So you can just play around in single player with those things, but no. There are no police missions or anything in that aspect, so you cannot use your runners. There are no drift missions, no drag races, so no, those you cannot use. So you come down to race and off-road. So let's say you do a race, and oh, there's a highway race. You could take the Regera. There is like a mountain race on twisty, cornery roads. Then you take, oh, maybe I need something else. Well, not possible. Does not work like that. You first have to pick your car before you actually enter into a lobby. So they first want you to pick a race car and an off-road, and you can change those. You can open the race, and then it gives you the list of race cars that it gives you, and it even gives you a loaner. In case you do not have a car in that spec, you get, like in this case I would get 130 level Nissan Skyline R32. Yeah, not gonna happen. I bought this thing, but I didn't even bother to upgrade it because it can only go to 299. Again, why? Who knows? So the only thing that I have fully upgraded is this one. But it has, like I said, 299. It's not much you can do with it. And then I was working on the Nissan yesterday, and then I have the Hurricane at 399, which is kind of okay, and then of course the Regera, which everybody is choosing. If you go to a lobby, half of the field, more than half of the field, will be there in race with the Regera, which they cannot control, but yeah. So yesterday I thought, oh, I will go with this one. I will go with the GTR, because how does the speed list work? First, you get a random race. Nothing to choose about, you get a race and you do that. Usually it's a circuit race, and you do that race, and you get points for the race. So you get 25, 18, 15, sort of like the general point systems that are used in Formula 1, in rally, and that's sort of how it goes. And then the second race, before it starts, you can vote for 3 different events. So it's sort of like here you have 3 of these things, and you can switch between them, and you can vote for a race, and you vote for that race, and then you stop the voting. Or apparently, well, either already people are hacking here in this thing, or it's completely bugged, and you can put multiple votes on one event. Yesterday I was in a lobby of 4 or 5 players, I think, and there were 13 votes on one event. How the hell is that possible? I have no idea. So I'm assuming you can put out more than 1 vote on a certain event, or the system goes crazy. 13 votes, yeah, it's pointless to vote on anything else at that moment, because that race is going to be selected. And that's all fine if you're there with a Regera and it's a highway race. If you have brakes, not like my car, but if you have brakes on it, then you can actually drive that thing, and then you're probably gonna smoke most people. But there are also mountain tracks and so, and then the Regera is completely shite. People cannot drive that, they are flying from one corner to another, they are hitting the barriers, and other than that, and that's the most annoying feature in multiplayer, it's Destruction Derby. It's ramming from start to finish, That's the only thing that people are doing, either because they cannot control their car or they're intentionally ramming. Some people are already ramming. If you go into a lobby, they put you on the casino square in the city, so that you have to come together because you need 4 players that are ready before the event or the speed list actually starts. So when sometimes you come in there, there's only 2, there's only 3. Yeah, there's not much you can do about it. So then people already can drive around a bit in free roam in a way till 4 people are ready, and then the speed list starts. So yeah, people are already ramming there on the casino square, especially if you do what I did yesterday. I took this Nissan GTR. At that moment it was 318. I come into a lobby, there's 1 Porsche 918 and 3 Koenigsegg Regeras, all completely upgraded. But like I said, the people cannot handle those cars, so it was a circuit race in the city, and you had to do 3 laps. The first lap I saw that was trying to learn the lap, and I thought, okay, were a few 90 degrees corners, which was a big problem for the Regeras and the 918 Porsche, because they were all over the place, and I could, by tapping the brakes, smoothly drift the GTR through the corners, and I actually managed to win that race, because those guys were flying all over the place, they were ramming each other, and I actually won in the 318 level Nissan GTR compared to Regeras and Porsche 918s. So yeah, the first race done, I was second there, I think. The second race, it's 5 races. Speed list is always 5 races. The second race I won, and in the third race trouble already started, because what the hell, some low-level GTR showing up and is beating us here in a Regera, so they already started pushing me around. And then I finished third, and then I was second again in the fourth race. And after 4 races, you sort of have a certain number of points, going on the 25, 18, 15 ranking system. And I had like 73 points, and I was in second place, I think. And the last race is a multiplier race, meaning you cannot earn points, but you can earn multiplier. And the first place is multiplier times 2, second place is multiplier times 1.7, and so on. And after the race you get like your points you have after 4 races. In my case it was 73, and I actually managed to win that last race. So I won the multiplier times 2, so I got 146 points out of that speed list, and I actually won the speed list. That's sort of how it goes in this multiplier. But yeah, unless they make the other racers not invisible but sort of transparent, sort of into a ghost mode, so that you cannot ram each other, put collisions up, something like that, then it would actually be good, because there are some great tracks out there, twisty mountain roads, you can have fun on those tracks, but not in a lobby with 8 people or 6 people, and then the road full of traffic. It's just one ramming destruction derby. That's all it is. That's what the multiplayer is. So, to put it very simple, multiplayer is not even an option in my opinion, unless you like to ram people about. Yeah, then it's the place to be for you. Anything else? Yeah, cars. There are cars missing in this game. Volvos, BMW M3 E30 and stuff like that. They are missing, although you see them. If you do certain races, you have the AI people that are against you in your single player campaign. You see those people. Well, apparently they are bugged. BMW M3, Volvo 242, the Volvo Amazon, there were a few others. Mazda RX-7, not in this game at the moment, although they announced them. You cannot buy them, and that's because they are bugged. So they took them out again, they are fixing them, and apparently with the next patch they will bring them into the dealer so that you can actually buy them. Like for instance for drift, I was looking for the RX-7 and thought, so that's a small car, might be good for drift, but yeah, you cannot get it. The Volvos might be good off-road, same for the BMW M3, but not available. So yeah, that is sorta what this video was about. the game in a way is dead. I've completed everything which can be completed in the single player. I have all the origin achievements, and the multiplayer is one big destruction derby where you can not really... if you like to race and have some fun, that's not the place to be, because it's one ramming festival. So multiplayer is not an option. You cannot drive around in free drive with your friends because there is no real online mode. And other than that, you can just buy some new cars. Takes ages to upgrade them with those stupid card system. And other than that, you can do some story missions again and again and again with different cars, which is also the thing you need to do to actually get some decent speed cards without spending all your tokens. So 2 weeks into the game, I am 80 euros lighter, and I'm looking at this game and I think, well, nope, it's not that what it should be, that is for sure. It definitely needs more content, it needs updates, it needs a fix for that multiplayer, because it's not racing. It's not unless you can find a lobby where you can actually go with all your friends and have some fun there. But if you go to a public lobby, it's a ramming festival. So nope, nope, nope. It has some good aspects. The story is not bad. It has some decent cars. The customization, if you're into that, I totally am not. So for me, it's about racing, and yeah, you cannot not really race in this game. So for me, this game is more or less dead after 2 weeks. So a bit of that's sort of the feeling that I have. That for what I get here, it's about, I don't know, 30-35 euros I might spend on it, but definitely not 80 again. If I would know what I know now, I would not buy the game. Pretty simple. That was it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.